And today we're going to be checking out this 28-piece radiator pressure testing kit. That's right, this is a kit that you hook up to your radiator. You can pressure it up and make sure that it maintains pressure, because if it doesn't, that means you have a serious leak internally somewhere and you need to get your car fixed. And you can also use this in diagnosing cars that you're working on as well, to find out if it has maybe a cracked block or a bad head gasket or something like that. So very important tool to have in your arsenal. So let's go ahead, we're going to open it up and see what's inside, and then I'm going to show you real quick how you would hook this up to test your radiator. Okay, so you can see the kit comes in this nice durable plastic case. You just have two latches here on the front. Pop them open and check out all this. Looks like a couple of these popped out during shipping. No big deal, they do sit in there quite nicely and snap well. You have your pressure hoses, you have your instruction manual, and then here's your gauges and your different radiator adapters and such. So very cool. That's what all these are. These are all adapters for different vehicles, because there's so many different cars out there with different radiators. They try to give you what you need for every make and model. And you even have a bung like this. This would go on your test hose, and you could just force it in by hand, and this cone is going to help create a seal for you. You have your little gauge right here. It does have a chain, and this is just so you can hang it from the hood of your car so you can see your gauges while you're working. Very cool. You have a little wrench, and that's for these different adapters. When you're attaching them, you can see it would just slide on like this, and you can get these things tightened up nice and tight. You even have a little temp gauge right here for checking engine temperatures as well. Let's go ahead and we're going to bring it up onto the hood of the car, and we're going to go ahead and install this real quick, or hook it up and kind of show you how it works. Okay, so I also failed to mention that not only can you do cooling system pressure test, you can do radiator cap pressure test, you can do vacuum type coolant refilling, which is all very handy, so it's quite versatile. So what we're going to do is, this is our fill for our cooling system. We're going to remove our cap, find an adapter. There you go. We'll just screw that on nice and tight and get a good seal. Now we have our hoses here. You have the clear hoses are for the refilling, I'm pretty sure. We're not going to be refilling anything. We're just going to be doing a pressure test. You can see this hose actually for when you're pulling your coolant. This can sit in your coolant bottle, and it has this brass adapter on the bottom with a screen to keep trash out, and it won't lose suction because it sits flat on the bottom of the bottle. This will actually make your fluid transfer easier. But if you want to just pressure test your system, you don't need this part. You actually have this pump that comes with it, with the gauge on it, and you would just simply connect this to your adapter, just like so. Then you pump this up to between 10 and 15 psi. And then once you get it pumped up, you just watch your pressure. If your pressure holds and maintains, then you're good to go. If the pressure drops and falls off, then you potentially have a leak somewhere. And you just want to make sure it's not in your connections. You can be sure that your leak is coming from your actual engine. And then to relieve the pressure, you just push this button, pop that off, remove your cap, your testing cap, and be sure to reinstall your vehicle cap. And if you have a question as far as which cap you should use, there is actually in the manual a guide that tells you each cap color and what vehicles that cap is for. I hope this video helps, and thanks for watching.